country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Racing down the left side. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it. Great move there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
4th down. Number 10, on to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he loses the football on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oklahoma, 7, Georgia, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Just trucks through it. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll ride the hot hand.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we've put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Throws for the tight end.
What's that?
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll try the run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to fire deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, the attempt is no good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anger. He is down at the 1, a terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Marches ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, and we stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on 1st down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets away from one, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes his connection. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives him a first. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 15 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, just keeps firing. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsey. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And first down for the offense.
The offense has it first and 10 from their own 20. He's going to pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After that last incompletion, here's second and 10 from their own 20. They'll try it over the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Bowls his way forward. Past the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Sooner offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The pitch to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. This offense has a 2nd down play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 21, Georgia 14.
He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Sends his first one of the day on the lane. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on 1 time. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Anger. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On the move. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Anger. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a reverse. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting to 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest, and he gets in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up by 22 over Nebraska. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On the run, still looking. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Let's go.
This will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have made.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
He's got his man, and he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, Davis.
And they got some yards on 3rd down, so now the 4th down is a little bit easier, but late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Wilkins. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Slater. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
seconds.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Slater. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Down, Oklahoma. They strike first here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
That makes the score Oklahoma 28, Georgia
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him.
Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
What a thrill.